Hey y'all, so welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna go get started, Locs. I want to bring y'all on this journey with me. I've been thinking about it for some time, researching, and just came to the conclusion that this is something I want to do. Yeah, y'all, I can't believe I'm about to get my I really can't believe I'm gonna do this.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. You know what she said? What I said. Now you know I don't do none of that. I know I said.
All right, y'all, so I just finished and I'm like, oh my goodness, I am shocked that I really went through, and I'm happy, and we about to, enjoy this journey with me. I'm so tired, y'all. I'm lightheaded. Been here for a minute, but all right, y'all, here we go. Finished look. Okay, y'all, so basically you can't really hear what I'm saying in the video, but I went to the pool and I was trying to show my niece a trick on the float, and I fell into the water. So yeah, y'all, that's why my hair look like that. Hey y'all, so welcome back to my channel. As you all can see from the title down below, you already know what we're doing today. We're talking about locks. I started my lock journey 2 months ago, so I'm just gonna give you all an update on what I've learned, what you should avoid doing, just some do's and don'ts, and not really necessarily do's and don'ts because I'm only going to be able to speak from my journey. But yeah, y'all, I got y'all. So if you all hear noise in the background, I do apologize. I'm at Airbnb, so I can't control what's going on outside. As you all look at the videos, you see my hair going through a transition. When I first started my locks, I had a side part. As you can see, that side part is no longer there, so I'm going to tell you all about everything. First thing I will say before you get your locks, my love, do your research. And I'm not talking about research listening to other people, but no, do your own research. Figure out why you want locks. Is it more of a spiritual thing for you? Is it more of a trendy thing for you? Because it is a trend right now. You just have to really figure out where you fit in what box. And if you don't want to put yourself in a box, just be open. Understand that everybody's journey is different, everybody is different, and everybody is going to see things differently when it comes to locks. I feel like it's so much controversy when it comes to locks because everybody feels as though they have the correct answer. Everyone is right in their own way because everyone is pulling from an experience that they've either seen or an experience that they've either went through on their own. So in a sense, when you're talking about locks, it's like you know, it's like ooh, it's a touchy topic because everybody has experiences in their own ways, and I don't really feel like there's a wrong answer. For me, I noticed that when you do more research and you really figure out what you want and why you want locks, you can kind of get a better understanding of the expectations. You know, when you're going to certain hairstylists or locticians, you'll be able to let them know what methods you want, how you want your retwists, and all of that stuff. You do your own personal research. You can listen to word of mouth, but do your own research. Secondly, after doing your research, a lot of times people get so bent out of shape about parts. There's a lot of controversy with parts because everyone feels as though their part method with their style or what they've seen is the best way to part your hair. It's really up to you what you want, what you prefer, and like, you know, what type of styles you're getting. And then also it goes back to why did you start getting locks. So for me, I had my loctician do random parts. So as for me, I don't have any specific parting. Now that it's style, you probably really can't tell. You'll probably think it's like square parts or whatever, but it was really just random parts. She said I could do random parts. I said, okay, do the random parts, do your thing. I just want comb coil. When it comes to parts, it's important, but it's just up to what you want. Just because you get your parts a certain way, it doesn't mean that, you know, your hair is less than the next person. You know, when you're getting a retwist, and if you go and get it professionally done, once your hair grows out in the scalp, when they start to retwist and part, you know, they can make them things look crispier. So, you know, I really feel like parts, in my opinion, they weren't really important. I was kind of listening to outsiders telling me how it should and shouldn't be, but I feel like for me, if it was really important, I would have actually had her do it a certain way. So for me, parts were never really a big thing. I was just like, hey, I'm ready to just embrace this journey, embrace this time with spending time with myself and watching my hair grow like a tree. So to me, parts, tomato, doesn't really matter. Yeah, not important to me though. Okay, another thing that has like controversy, comb coil or 2-strand twist. Honestly, y'all, it's really up to your discretion. Everyone's hair is different, and I think that when we're watching these YouTube videos, I am guilty of it. You know, you start to watch those videos and you're like, oh my god, did I do the right thing? Or you start to watch other videos and you be like, well dang, this person, you know, doing it this way might look better than mine's. What I can say with a lock journey, you have to focus on your own plate. Like, you cannot look across the hall, look across the table, down the street, and try to figure out what everybody else is eating. You literally have to focus on your own plate and nourish yourself in your own way and use your own methods. My bad if the lighting is changing. It's a natural lighting. But people used to say like, oh, well, you know, you can't get comb coil because your hair won't lock as fast. I think that it all boils down to texture, density in your hair. Your mother can have the same children by the same man, and y'all all can have similar hair textures, and y'all lock up at the same time. It will form differently, completely differently. As far as comb coil or 2-strand, don't get so caught up in it. Ultimately, do what you feel comfortable doing. Some people do the 2-strand twist method just in case they don't like it and they want to restart, you know, or some people do it just because they like how they look with 2-strand twist, so they embrace it. People said that comb coil does not lock fast. My hair started budding week 3. Like, y'all can't really see like these. I had to redo these, so you know, I'll get back to that. But my hair started budding like week 3, and right now a lot of mines are budding. So at the end of the day, I have comb coil, but it all boils down to my texture, the density. It just boils down to me, my head, my journey. Once again, do what you feel is best for you. A big thing that was confusing the hell out of me, and I say hell because that expresses how much I was just so frustrated with like not knowing what to do. People will tell you you cannot wash your hair. Baby boots, do what you feel is best for your hair. If you know that your hair get dirty, people say yeah, it grow up with dirt, But no, you have to listen to your hair. You have to listen to what's going on with your hair. Some people don't have a scalp that can stay clean like that. Some people need to wash their hair within those 2 to 3 weeks when their hair is actually out. So imagine if your hair is budding and you're starting locks, your hair is still gonna need that same TLC. So when it comes to washing, it's really up to your discretion, but there is nothing that's gonna happen unless you have a certain texture of hair. You know, it may unravel. I'm not quite sure. Speaking for me, I could have washed a little bit sooner. I waited until a week ago, which that means I was like maybe 7 or 6 weeks into my journey, and there was so much build up like in the root of my locks to where they had to wash my hair like 3-4 times. So I'm just saying, you have to do what's best for your hair. Yes, some people probably can wait those 3 to 4 months, but I could have went a little sooner. When I went to another loctician, they told me I could have went sooner because I seen the buildup happening in my hair, and that's not good for your locks either. So once again, tomato tomato, you have to figure out what works for you and not listen to everyone else, because everybody else's journey is completely different. You have to stick to your own journey, run your own race. The way you run, your stamina, everything that you can do is only what you can do. No one can get in your body and have that, you know, experience for you. When it comes to washing, wash that dirty hair. If you feel like it's dirty, wash your hair. Wash your hair. Yeah, so those are the few things that I wanted to touch on. If you all want to know more, you know, you can just comment down below and let me know what you want to know about. Do your research. Not only do your research on locks, but do your research on your loctician. Figure out if this is a loctician, how long they've been doing this. Do they have photos of their starter locks? Does this loctician have certain energy that resonates with me? You know, it's just a lot of things that you need to think about, especially if you're looking at it from a spiritual journey. You don't need everyone in your head. If I can do this journey all over again, I would have started my own locks personally, or I would have had a family member help me. That's what I would have done. But hey, tomato tomato, once again, you know, it's up to your preference and what you want for yourself, and it does not make one better than the other. If you go to a loctician, I went to a loctician, and I wouldn't necessarily say I didn't like it at first, but I didn't want a part in my head. As you all can see from the previous pictures, I wanted more so of a middle part, whether it was straight or not. I just wanted something down the middle because I know I like to rock a middle part. So yes, just do your homework on your locticians. Figure out if this is someone who you want to go through. Have that consultation. Feel that energy out, because your head is your crown, and you do not want everyone messing around in your head, because I'm just a firm believer that you just can't have everybody touching your hair. And that was prior to locks, and that still applies with locks. So yeah, y'all, as you all can see in the beginning, I hope you all liked looking at that little snippet. Also, y'all know I fell in the pool. So when I fell in the pool, that was like, I want to say like week 2 or so, and I was so scared because I was like, oh my god, oh my god. It was like week 2 or 3 or 4, something like that. And I was like, oh my god, they told me not to wash my hair, and I was freaking out. So do not freak out if you get your hair wet. If you wash your hair, my locks were still intact. So, you know, do what works for you, and I hope that this video finds you before you go and get your journey, or even when you get your journey and it's like a few weeks in or so. Embrace yourself. You are beautiful. You are going through this journey for a reason, and figure out your why, because a lot of people, I don't know if they're really figuring out like, okay, this is very spiritual, this is something deeper than surface level. Even if you're getting it for surface level reasons, you still have to find some beauty in your journey and appreciate who you are and who you're becoming throughout this stage. So, you know, it's big to just embrace yourself, embrace this journey. I cannot say this anymore. Like, I finally got to month 2, and I can say that I'm finally confident in this journey, and I'm not touching anything else. I'm not broken. I'm not messing with anything that is not broken. So your hair is beautiful. You are not broken. Your hair is not broken. Like, you know, do what is best for you, and don't listen. You know, you can I just say take everything with a grain of salt that you hear about lock journeys. Locticians don't know everything, even if they go to school. I feel like no one knows everything, and when people get to the point where they realize that, then they'll get a little further in life. No one knows everything, so just be open to advice, but understand that your journey may look a little different, and once again, you too know nothing. You don't know everything, so always be open, you know, like a book. Thank you all so much for watching my journey, and I will tap back in with y'all soon. Make sure you comment down below what you like, and just tell me about y'all journey, because I really want to know. Like, I'm intrigued. I want to know, you know. And this, like I said, this is where I am 2 months, and I really can't show much because I went and got a style, and I have to tell y'all more about that in another video. But yeah, y'all, bye.